Well, it's official. After 90 plus days in the Keys, we start our journey, Keys to Canada.
Keys to Canada!
Of course, it feels like every travel day starts with a good rainstorm. I don't know why, but that's our luck today.
I think they say it is good luck in general, kind of like
A wedding.
rain on a wedding.
8 o'clock in the morning. We're not headed straight to Canada today. We got a few stops in between.
We do have a few stops, a few months. It's going to take us a few months to work our way up through the states on the East Coast. And today, we're not even going to get out of the state of Florida. I think I'm going to let them do one more play in the park.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, June. She doesn't like the water. Come on, princess.
But it's wet outside.
Come on.
So one of the big reasons we are leaving early out of the Keys is because the other week when I was kind of washing up, inspecting, cleaning a little bit, I noticed this one tire is smooth, it's bare. And if you look at this other tire, you can see the tire sipes in there, kind of the tread. And we had no idea what was happening. But after contacting More Ride and kind of talking with them a little bit, we think there might be an alignment issue with this particular tire. We don't 100% know, and you can see this little wear triangle right here. It's worn down about 50% of the treads compared to this little wear triangle here, where there's a good ½ inch above the triangle, which means just this single one tire is wearing weird for some reason. So today we're headed to a Cabela's in Orlando so we can spend the night and get up right away for our 7 a.m. appointment at the alignment shop. And one other thing we're gonna try is this magnetic camera. We don't have one on the back of the RV as like a backup camera or a traffic cam, if you will, when we're going down the highway. And I'll explain maybe more later. We tried a few different options and we just couldn't find one that's exactly what we wanted. So we're gonna try this solar magnetic one. And since it's movable and magnetic, I'm gonna try putting it on the fifth wheel hitch and just see what that looks like for Chris as she's backing up.
So yeah, I do all of the backing up and the driving without a backup camera, which is pretty impressive. And when I first started towing this fifth wheel, that made me really nervous because we did have a rear view camera on the Outdoors RV travel trailer. I was used to having that. It's nice to have on the highway so that you can see people buzzing around you, because cars that are not very courteous to RV drivers love to bob and weave and get up on your rear. So that's why I liked having it on the highways. And of course, it's just another level of safety. But I've been going the past 6 months without any cameras and I'm used to it. And so I'm also excited to see if maybe this is a nice solution for us. Yeah, I can see you. It's nice and clear. It's a crisp picture.
Yeah, it's not a bad little, it's like $120 or something like that. So we'll see.
I like the idea of being able to move it back and forth so you just have one screen to manage.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a reverse backup camera.
It was really weird because in it, all I could see was the back of the truck. It's like, you just don't look at it right now.
All right, so it's about 9:45. That took a little bit to get out this morning. The rain always slows things down. And I don't know what it is, but my brain's a little foggy this morning. And I don't know, maybe it's just like the excitement and anticipation of the big traveling that we're getting into.
I'm sure you have a little bit of nerves clouding your brain.
Yeah, I'm just like way out of the routine, and I feel like everything is taking longer than it should. The backup camera for the trailer is working well for the trailer. I just thought since it's movable, we could move it around and see if hitching up helps at all. Next time we're gonna put it on top of the truck looking at the hitch instead of the hitch looking at the truck, because that was just completely backwards.
That was completely backwards. So obviously I didn't look at it, but it still like messed me up to try to not look at it. It threw off my focus a little bit, but next time we'll try something else.
So this is mounted about chest high back on the back of the RV. It's not way up on top, and it shows a very nice level camera view, very much like a regular backup camera in your vehicle. So far the transmission and everything's working good. It's solar powered on the camera, so it should keep a charge. I think it's showing a little lightning bolt, so everything's looking good on that so far. And
so that's okay. So the camera charges always by solar, so we never have to bring it in and charge it?
We don't have to, no. I think we'll try leaving it outside.
That's nice, because the one on our travel trailer we did have to bring inside and charge it, right?
No, the travel trailer was permanently wired.
Oh.
Yeah, which is what you would normally do. I just haven't found the right camera, and I hate drilling holes into the RV, and it just was a big pain. I kind of wish it just came with it so I didn't have to think about it, but here we are a year later and still messing around. Okay, update on the Ram. I don't know if you can see in the upper right-hand corner, it says 17.9. That's the average miles per gallon not towing, and Chris had it up to 20, right?
I did have it up to 20, yes, and then the other day, as I was driving home from Miami, it was like a 2-hour drive. It turned into a 3-hour drive because traffic was so horrible, and that's what sunk our MPG down. But it was at 20, and I was excited to see that.
So kind of surprised, the Ram high output dually is getting close to 20 unloaded, and we don't know towing yet, really, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. Should we run a separate number for towing?
Yeah.
So today's trip is about 320 miles, and we're headed up towards Orlando to the Bass Pro Shop. I don't think we've ever slept at a Bass Pro Shop, but I have a feeling this is gonna be better than Cracker Barrel and better than Walmart.
Yeah, and we did call ahead to confirm with the manager on duty, and they said, yes, you're totally welcome. It's a giant parking lot. They said space is never an issue. And then they did tell us where the designated spots were, which I totally don't remember because it was eons ago that we called, but I'm sure it'll be pretty obvious.
So our problem with Cracker Barrels now that we're in a fifth wheel is that you may or may not have space because the pull-through RV spots at Cracker Barrel are sometimes kind of short, and we're a pretty short RV, but I don't think we're gonna fit in there most of the time. And then if you start parking on the perimeter, you just don't know if you're gonna get a spot. So now that we're on the East Coast, we're finally gonna try an RV GPS. And of course we have the fifth wheel that's taller. And we've really never used anything before. So on the right is our Google Maps that we have always used. And on the left is RV Life Pro. And I didn't want a separate GPS monitor. We just want to use it kind of off of our phone. So RV Life Pro, we're on like a free trial right now for 7 days, and then it's $65 for the year. So not too bad of a price. And then we don't even know if we're gonna need to use it year round, but I really do like that you can add in your RV length, your RV height, and you know, that's gonna make us feel a little bit better. So right now we're just kind of checking the two routes, and Google Maps says 4 hours and 48 minutes, and RV Life has the same map pulled up, the same route, and it's 6 hours and 4 minutes. So it looks like it even takes into consideration the RV multiplier, which we all know you travel slower in an RV than you do in a car. Interested in hearing what everybody else is using out there and what they like. So we have two big things planned for this trip. As we mentioned, the first one, we need to go get the RV aligned, figure out what's going on with that tire, maybe even replace the tire. We're not 100% sure. Alliance has I believe a 1 year, no questions asked tire replacement. And so we might be able to use that to get the tire actually warrantied out. But again, we're gonna get to the alignment shop and figure it all out. Now the second part of the trip is gonna be a lot more enjoyable, because that's something we've been waiting since we bought this brand new Ram, is we're gonna go get this Black Beauty ceramic coated. As I mentioned before, you better believe we saved enough money in the budget to get this thing ceramic coated, because me trying to wash it right now, I'm about done with the black. It is such a tough vehicle to keep clean. And it's not even that I want it to be spotless all the time. It's just, it's so hard after you clean it. It's really hard for it to even look good with all of the water spots and the dripping and everything. So we're headed back to Master Applied Coatings in Tallahassee, and we are excited to get our Ram ceramic coated with those guys again.
Yeah, and this time we get to stay in our RV because we're not having anything done to our RV, which is nice. So we did pick out an RV park very close to Mac's location.
I still got to ride my bike. All right, so we did not get the extended range fuel tank yet, the 50 to 55 gallon that they make. I'm not 100% sure. It's something I'm definitely interested in looking more into, but the cost of those is kind of expensive. So I ended up getting a 5 gallon gas can just to have something. And I think as we go out west, I might want to look a little bit more into that. So for now, we're dealing with the 31 gallon tank, and so far towing, we're getting 10.5 miles to the gallon. So not too bad, not too great. So the smaller tank, you know, it is more of a hassle while towing, but this is pretty similar to what we've been used to over the past couple years. Yeah. And it'll probably be about $150 total, like 75 at the last one, 75 at this one. So about $150 to go from Florida Keys to Orlando. Plus the tolls. Plus the tolls. So as we are taking advantage of this City Plaza, is that what they call them here in Florida? And they really are convenient for getting a rest area and a fuel station all in one, big rig friendly. The only thing I don't like about these is you have to go in and prepay at the last one. Hopefully, well, this one probably is too, but I think we got dinged about $30 worth of toll fees. I don't know the exact dollar. I haven't looked it up, but I can see they automatically charge my credit card anytime it gets low, and I've gotten 3 $10 charges. So there you have it, about 30 bucks. It adds up quick, guys, and this is just day one. She looks so happy to be outside.
Yeah.
You made it, June. Big trip. Made it. Got the AC running right now. Kind of parked underneath some trees so we got a big shading up there. The sun's about to set. I think it's 5, 6 o'clock now. So we'll run the AC for a little bit longer, and battery is pretty full almost from driving with the AC on. We love that. We're gonna pop the slides out because we got plenty of space here and we won't be intruding on anybody. Got a little bit of spillage here. I don't know where those Tupperware lids came from. Oh, they were behind the TV. They slid out. Nice parking space. Better than Walmart for sure. So the way that we do kind of our overnights when we're not unhooking, we have to be fairly level and even preferably a little bit nose down so that when I put the landing gear out, I can bring it up, you know, just that half an inch or so to make it level. But when you're already running high, as soon as you put the landing gear down, you're gonna bump it up just a little bit more. So we were very close to level off a half a degree, so that worked pretty well. But if we're too far off any direction, it can be kind of tricky because you can't just hit the auto level when you're hooked up to your truck. So parking was a little bit difficult, kind of. It's a big lot, but there's a lot of trees in the back. So ideally we'd like to go, you know, off way into the back, but you can't get back there with the trees. So we kind of had to come up front, and it even made it a little bit kind of hard to turn around. So not too bad.
Well, every time we do a free stay somewhere, we try to be good RVers and go patron the store. And I just took a stroll through the Bass Pro, and they have so many things for RVers, like so many things that are appropriate. For us specifically, I saw some fuel cans. I know Aaron just bought some fuel cans.
I mentioned that I wanted to go in there and look at their fuel cans.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I thought of you. We must have been connected in the brain because I walked by them and I said, ooh, Aaron would be checking these out.
Yeah.
Pepper spray is something that we like to carry on us when we're out boondocking or even in cities. Like, it's just good for safety. There's tons of stuff in there. But one thing that I did end up getting is coffee.
What does that say? Black Rifle.
It's Black Rifle. It's American-made coffee, and part of the proceeds go towards vets. So
yeah, it's a veteran-owned company.
it is. They had all sorts of flavors. I had a hard time picking. It's kind of an expensive coffee that I wouldn't normally get, but when I was in there, I said, this is what I'm going to get for my contribution to Bass Pro Shops.
Contribution.
And it just feels so good to get up and get some steps in. Oh man, I always hit 10,000, but on my bare minimum days, I try to hit 8,000, and I at least had to scrape that up in the parking lot. And then I was super excited to come back and see that Aaron opened up the windows. And I've been talking about how important fresh air is, and I was really excited to get out of the Keys.
It was getting too hot.
So I got super excited. I'm in a great mood. It just feels good to be home.
We're gonna sleep good tonight and wake up early because that alignment appointment is at 7 a.m. Navigating through unknown traffic in the dark is not always fun, but we got the new GPS app and it's telling us it's okay to go on this road, and we're excited to get this service trip out of the way.
Yeah, it will be a nice check off the to-do list that's just been nagging us in the back of our mind. Well, that's full service right there.
All right, well, that turned out to be pretty quick and easy. It literally only took them 30 to 45 minutes to do that alignment. So the guys here at Josem Alignment in Orlando were extremely nice. The whole process was really good, from getting the quote beforehand, getting the appointment, and then when I got here, they were just really friendly. So roughly about 350 bucks is what this ran us, and the alignment was pretty far off. They had to align 3 out of the 4 tires, but it was the one tire that was wearing really bad that obviously was way out of alignment. And it's really hard to know exactly what happened. Like I've said before, you know, that could have been a giant pothole, could have been a campsite curb, or, you know, something that we brushed up against that, you know, we didn't even notice that we hit. But as far as we knew, there wasn't any exact instances that, oh yeah, we hit something really bad. But it's obviously off and been off for a while. So it chewed up about 50% of our tire, but I do think that the tire will be covered under warranty. So that covers the first part of our 2-part journey here out of Florida. We're in Orlando and gonna stay at the Thousand Trails in Claremont, right outside of Orlando, for I think 2 nights. And then we're gonna be heading up to Tallahassee to get this black Ram all ceramic coated and shined up at Master Applied Coatings.
Ever wonder where the name Irene Iron Travels comes from? It's actually named after my online fitness and nutrition coaching business, Irene Iron Fitness. I help people move better, feel better, and eat better with strength training and real food. No fad diets, no harsh restrictions, no counting calories, and absolutely no processed food in a package. If you want to get stronger and feel better at any age, check the description below for the links with my new client special, or join in on our next and upcoming group challenge.